Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Let's get absolutely massive with my 4-day split program. It works, as you can see. You can get huge with it. I'm trying it out myself for a couple of months now, and I'm super happy with it. Today, I give you some details about day 2, which is chest day. Best day. It's not Monday, but it's chest day, definitely. Most definitely it's chest day. I bet you agree. And if you try this program, you will see some results, I'm pretty sure. I share some nice slides that I prepared again. By the way, I'm in my home gym, as you can see in the background. Yep, chest day focusing on pecs, front delts, and triceps. And you use these mainly to push stuff around, which is why I call it upper push. Let's move to our focus of my whole training routine. We focus on power, strength, hypertrophy, and mobility. It's tough to do all 4, but it's necessary for me. And you have to take some time for each workout. I mean, yeah, you have to at least go and work on these things for 2 hours every day if you want to improve. For the warm up, I like to warm up specific to my main lift, and my main lift on this day is some sort of press. So I like to warm up my shoulders, elbows, and scaps. For that, I use a rubber band and do pull-aparts, for example. Then for the scaps, I do scapular press, or how you ever call it. You can YouTube it, scap press or scapular push-up or so. And also I like to warm up all the different ranges for shoulder and elbow. So I do some sort of yoga push-ups as well. And then I move on already to my main lift, which is most of the times chest press. Sometimes also overhead press. I alternate there. When I do chest press, I do a barbell bench press mainly, or weighted push-up. Barbell bench press is, I think, the best exercise to train for all power, hypertrophy, and strength. Also the weighted push-up, of course. And for the weighted push-up, I like to rest on my chest, and then somebody puts weights on me, and then I push out from that dead position, which requires a lot of initial power and a lot of core strength as well compared to the bench press. But the benefit of the push-up is that your scaps are not flat against the surface, but they need to stabilize the shoulder and keep it at a locked position on your rib cage. Yep, and there are some nice variations you can do there. Paused and pin press. This is for the bench press. Paused, where you just rest the bar on your chest for a couple of seconds and then push out, or the pin press where you rest the bar on safety bar, and then you can kind of reset your scabs and elbows and then push out. There are big benefits for the pin press in terms of if you don't have a spotter, you can still go to failure and no problem. And it's also nice to get this initial power push from the dead stop. Very nice exercise. Moving on to overhead press. Overhead press is sometimes my main lift. I alternate between them because if you do one before the other, your tricep will be fatigued. That's why if I alternate, I can get my max performance on that lift. For overhead press, I use barbell mainly, standing or seated. Sometimes I do handstand push-ups, but on an edge where you can then get to the full range down to the chest. If you do this on the floor, your head will be in the way. If I do this exercise later in the workout, then I use machines or sometimes also the Bradford press. It's a great exercise, I think. Overhead press with the barbell, also I do this paused and pin variation. Moving on to flies. This is a great exercise to completely annihilate the pecs, destroy the muscle with concentric and eccentric loading. I don't like to use the dumbbells here, so I use cable and machine. And yeah, as I said, this is great to get eccentric work in with somebody that helps you on the concentric part, and then let's go, and you just stop the weight. In terms of reps, 10 to 15 probably. Yep. By the way, the main lift, I don't do more than 10 reps, 5 to 10, sometimes even below. And kind of 5 sets maybe. Moving on to the incline press. I like to do this on the machine rather later in the workout, but also try to get as heavy as I can to still do 10 reps. So more like in a pyramid scheme where I start lighter and then go as heavy as I can for 10 reps and then maybe go lighter again. Also, sometimes I use the dumbbell. If I do this with dumbbells, I like to do this close to my main lift or right at second exercise. Or rarely also with the barbell, but not so often. Here I stay around 10 to 15 reps. Then for the triceps, I do dips every other training. And if it's towards the beginning of the workout, I do weighted dips, of course, to get the reps down. And towards the end of the workout, I just do bodyweight dips with a lot of reps. And then triceps isolated, I probably do one exercise at the end of the training, which is overhead dumbbell extensions, or sometimes with a barbell as well, or push downs with the cable. Just to get different angles in, I alternate. Triceps press, Don't do that often because it's similar to the bench press, but I like it. So close grip bench press. And at the end for the shoulders, this is the last slide, by the way. I'm glad you made it through. For the shoulders, don't do much. For the mid delts, lateral raises, just with external rotation of the arm. So I don't want the elbow up and the pinky up, which forces me into internal rotation. I want external rotation. Other than that, I don't do much isolated shoulder work. I do rotator cuff work, of course, but not on the chest day. Rarely on the chest day. That's my program already. Stay tuned for the next one, which will be lower back chain. And that's the hardest training in the world. And I'm always happy when I get past that. It's crazy hard. But it's really important. It's probably the most important day. Stay tuned for that and try out this fantastic 4-day split routine. It works great for me and will work great for you as well if you train often enough. And you need to train probably 8 times in 10 days. Peace and see you next time.